Most leaders think their job is to recruit, but recruiting is easy. Building is what's rare. See, you don't plant seeds in concrete and expect for it to grow. Disengagement, inconsistency, and underperformance often trace back to one mistake. Leaders try to build everyone. They spread mentorship like confetti, not realizing that true mentorship is not democratic, it's sacred. Because when you mentor the wrong person, you don't just lose time, you drain the belief. 83% of managers say developing people is their top priority. Yet, only 1 in 10 ever actually build a high performer. You know why? Because the other 9 confused access with alignment. The environment must be right. The soil must be ready. And the seed itself absolutely must be worthy. So what is the formula that I have used in the last 15 years to build teams nationally and internationally? It's called the Elite Builder Formula. And today, I'm going to share it with you. See, the Elite Builder Formula is not motivation, it's an architecture. It's how you design people who don't need reminders, babysitters, or micromanagement. It's how you turn potential into proof. And it starts with the truth. You can work with everyone, but you can only build few. Because mentoring is not about teaching tasks. It's about transferring standards. So here's the 3 laws of the elite builder. Law number 1, selection before investment. Many people always came to me and said, well, how come you don't work with this person? How come you don't work with that person? How come you always choose who you want to help? And it's because I want to protect my investment, my time, my energy. If everyone has access, the standard has no value. Average leaders chase volume. Elite builders chase alignment. So before you invest your energy, measure 2 things. Ambition, do they chase or do they wait? Number 2, coachability. Do they surrender their ego or defend comfort? If they lack either one, your mentorship becomes emotional labor. Because mentorship is not a favor, it's covenant. Your job is to let the person know that you will fight for them, but you also must fight for the standard. When leaders selectively invest in top talent and top potential, engagement increases by 68% and retention doubles. You can't pull someone up who's holding on to comfort. Law number 2, connection before correction. People don't rise for someone who doesn't see them. Before you coach performance, you must connect to purpose. Meet with them before they ever even touch the phones. And ask these following questions. What are you chasing? Where are you running from? What is your non-negotiable? Because performance problems are rarely mechanical. They're usually emotional. Once you start to understand why they move, you'll know how to lead. And once they feel seen, you'll earn their permission to push. People don't quit jobs. They quit the feeling of being invisible. So law number 3, clarity before comfort. Empathy without accountability is enablement. Once connection is built, you have to raise the bar. Make the rules of working with you crystal clear. The blueprint is non-negotiable. Many of you heard me say before the ICE formula. For me, the ICE formula is the law. Intensity. You gotta bring your best energy even when you're tired. Consistency. Repeat without emotion. Execution. Finish what you start. And then say it plainly. If you skip the blueprint, you skip success. Leaders who lower the standards to keep people end up keeping people who lower the standard. You don't raise the engagement by softening expectation. You raise it by enforcing excellence. So now I'm going to share with you the 4 phases of building the few. Phase number 1, you got to discuss your mentorship contract. Before mentorship begins, you have to gain permission to lead. Now, if I were to sit down with somebody, I would say something along the lines of, listen, I want you to know this is not going to be easy. This is going to be very hard. You're probably going to want to quit. If you trust me fully, I'll make sure you win. Then ask, are you willing to work your fingers to the bone? Are you ready to follow direction without argument? See, once they say yes, you now hold something I call moral authority. And moral authority is the fuel of transformation. Once someone gives you permission to lead them, you have the duty to deliver the result. Phase number 2, belief installation. Money is mechanical. Mindset is war. You must kill the internal saboteur before they meet the external resistance. Teach them about that inner voice, the one that whispers, you're not ready, you're not enough. Or the one that says you can get rest today. Train them to attack the voice every single morning. We already know there's 2 types of voices. There's a boss voice and there's a bitch voice. One, you silence, the other one you allow to speak. Because the strongest salesperson isn't the one with the skill. It's the one who has conquered self-doubt. Belief is the first commission check you cash. Phase number 3, the law of association. Eagles never fly with chickens. Your mentees must protect their environment like it's their home. If you stay surrounded by average thinkers, you will inherit their limits. So cut off friends who drain, who gossip, or who doubt, because greatness cannot grow in a low frequency. You have to teach your people to understand that their circle is either their incubator or their cage. Phase number 4, the structure of success. I always tell people the blueprint is what's going to make you free. It's going to give you an opportunity to find your breakthrough. Don't skip the steps, don't skip the days, and don't skip the discipline that's required. The blueprint works when people do. The moment they drift from the structure, they drift from success. So show them stories, proof of others who followed it and won. Make excellence visible. Remember, intensity builds momentum. Consistency sustains it, and execution will compound it. The structure isn't restriction, it's liberation. I'm gonna leave you guys off with this. Not everyone that you work with deserves mentorship, because mentorship isn't management, it's molding of destiny. You don't motivate average people into greatness, you build hungry people into leaders. And when you do, your legacy multiplies itself. So here's a reflection question for you. Who are you building right now? And are they worthy of your formula? And once you find your answer, I want you to remember these laws. Mentorship is sacred, it's not social. If you mentor everyone, you'll dilute your own legacy. Proximity without performance is poison. Structure builds freedom. The right mentee doesn't drain you, they duplicate you. And remember, you don't build followers, you build builders. Now look around your team, count the people you're truly building, not managing, and then ask yourself this question. Am I multiplying excellence or maintaining existence? Because in this game, the game of building, the few who master the formula will build the empire. If you're ready to take your life to the next level, click the next video now and I'll see you there. Take care.